On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, Winston again. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Leonard Floyd. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long for Winston. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 30. 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Winston now. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. A first down throw for Winston. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys were sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go. There you go, we go. You see it, you see it?
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A very solid gain of 27.
But simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Here's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Winston. Going underneath for Gordon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Gould is able to put it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Winston. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gould with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gould now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Trubisky is going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Trubisky to throw again. Dancing to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
And if you look at and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Jameis to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking sideline, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Winston again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And some room to maneuver. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Safarian Jenkins has it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Winston. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. A first down throw for Winston. This is Gordon on the dump off. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Jameis now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Winston. Now he's flushed out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gain of 32 that time. First down now, but that clock rolling.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Jonathan Hankins. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
18.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Derek Rivers in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Lock in.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. We have hit halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, 18. Red, up.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And a sideline pass, that's caught by Thomas. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Hey, gotta go.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Man over the middle, and it's complete.
Hey, gotta go.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Now it's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Blue.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Bernard. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
You see it?
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flush to his right, going underneath for Gordon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Ready. White 25.
Here's Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Trubisky will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. Fights through at the 5. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. On 3rd down, that's Cohen. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Giovanni Bernard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for his running back. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Caught left side Hopkins. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 3rd and long for Winston. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
550. Green, triple C.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Hey, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Move. Gotta go.
They try again with Cohen. Space to run past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Winston on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Even.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Jameis to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to